You deserve it. Try to take a chance, say it's worth it. You deserve to do your thing. You deserve it. I believe in you. 'Cause if you deserve it, ain't nothing can stop your flight. Ain't nothing can stop your flight. Your flight. You deserve to fly sky high.
Welcome to a new video. So in this video I'm going to be doing Pooh's hair, but I want to talk to y'all a little bit about why I did the style on Pooh's hair, and I also been getting questions on why I use the butters on which girls that I use them on. So I decided I'll just do a little bit of talking in this video. So to start out with Pooh's hair, in the summer I let them rock you know, afros and, well, not afros, but afro puffs and puffs. So the hair tends to get matted and not dry, but just matted, because you know they lay their head on stuff and all that. So, and I don't want to wash. I had just washed their hair, so I didn't want to wash their hair. And if I do wash their hair when they're wearing puffs, I do blow dry their hair on the cool button, and I'll switch between cool and warm on the blow dryer. But because I didn't wash their hair, I needed to do a style on her, because her hair tangles way more than Divas hair, because her hair is 4C and Divas is 4A. So I use, when I detangle their hair, I use the J Organics moisture fused butter. It's a leave-in because the first ingredient is water. If a ingredient of a product is the first ingredient is water, it's okay to use as a leave-in. So and it works amazingly well with, it's just like the tangles just melt away with that product. I love that product. So I used that on her hair, and then I detangled, and then I used my butter to moisturize her scalp and her hair. So that is what I did for moisture. Now when I bend their hair, I typically would just do like some regular ponytail holders or whatever, but because and just take them out, some colorful ponytail holders, and then just I'll take them out. But because she had school the next day, I decided to do the bubble ponies. Well, hers not really bubbles because I wanted it more bended than bubbled. So I use black rubber bands so that it can blend in with her hair, and then to weigh it down so that it won't be sticking up so much, I use beads. So that's the reason I did this hairstyle on her, and it turned out super cute and very neat. And then once I remove this style, it would make braiding her hair so much better, because like if I braid her hair in this afro state without stretching her hair or blow drying it, her braids will be very short, because Pooh's hair tends to shrink really badly. So you would think her hair was cut, or is she just don't have any hair when she does, because her hair shrinks really badly, even stretched. But I can get more length stretched than unstretched. So that's the reason I did this style on her, and it was super cute. She loved it and everybody liked it, and so that was great. So okay, let me move on to my butters. Okay, so I get this question all the time: why do you use the butter that you use on each girl? Okay, first I started out with yellow, which was the butter that I was using on Diva. So let me start by saying, if you haven't been following for a while, because I've been on, me and Diva, the pair, has been on social media for a while, since she was like 3 years old. So, but Diva has really, well, let me rephrase that. She had, because she hadn't had an outbreak of eczema in almost a year. But she had really bad eczema, and I couldn't find anything to, especially on her scalp. So I couldn't find anything that would keep the eczema away. And like, I had mixed up this one product. It wasn't natural. It was like a leave-in, some Blue Magic, but not the Blue Magic one, grease, and coconut oil. Now, that worked good at keeping her scalp clear, but it made her scalp dry at the same time. So, although it was helping with her eczema, it wasn't helping with her scalp from being dry. So, I decided that I would. Well, actually, I take that back. Someone had sent me some shea butter in the mail, and she was like, I'm just saying this to you because I know you want to try it. And I was like, yeah, I did want to try it. I was going to get it myself. And she said that she had bought it for me. So I was experimenting with it and trying different things. And at first, it was just like 3 oils or something that I was putting in it. And it was working, but it wasn't doing, how I wanted it to do. So then I started experimenting and mixing. And, it took about a year or two for me to get it correctly, like the way I wanted it. And I'm telling y'all, when I started using that on Diva's scalp, her eczema cleared up completely. The only time that she would get an eczema outbreak is if in the winter, you know how her scalp gets really dry, or if I go a long time without doing her hair, because her scalp just needs moisture. That's just her scalp. That's just Diva's scalp. So yeah, so I just mixed that up and it was amazing. Okay, it was amazing for her scalp and it was amazing on her hair. Her hair started holding moisture. Her hair became shiny and it was growing, and it was just great. It was a great product. So at first I was just passing out the recipe to everybody, and it was like, no, ours don't come out the same way as when you make yours. Can you please make yours? Can you please sell it? And I'm the type of person who I will help you first before I try to make a profit off of it, okay? So, but they was like, no, you really should sell it because what you make is really well. It works really great on my kid's hair because I sold it to a couple of people. And I was like, I don't want, because at this time I was going through a whole bunch of negativity with social media. I'm not even going to get into that because I really don't care anymore. So I was like, no, I don't want all the drama and this and this. And he was like, no, you really should sell this because this is a really great product that you have created. Well, it's just, but I was like, I was like, okay. And then it's running, selling stuff and making stuff for other people. It requires a lot of time and patience. And I was like, can I do it? So I decided to do it. And the outpour of support was amazing. I had so many people buy from me. I have sold all over the US. I have sold international, and I've sold over I sold thousands of my butter. And I was like, So when I first started using my butter, I used it on all the girls. Every person hair that I used, I used on their hair. It worked good, on the majority of them. But I noticed with Pooh's hair that she wasn't coming to me as often because y'all know Pooh wasn't living here at first. She was living somewhere else with her mom. So she wasn't coming to me as often, so I needed to figure out something to keep her hair moisturized. And as y'all know, Pooh's hair was very damaged because of that, because other people was doing her hair as well. So I had said, well, yellow is keeping her hair moisturized, but it's not keeping her hair moisturized to the extent that I needed to. So I decided to create a different butter with different butters. And I focus on the oils that are great for brittle hair and dry hair. If you do your research, you will can different oils have different benefits, okay? So if you do your research on that, you can figure out which oils work great for different things, even for your health, for your skin, just different things. And the oils that I use in my white chocolate butter are great for brittle, dry hair and skin. So I mixed that one up, and I said, okay, before I sell this one, because people, they'll put products out there because they know that they would sell without doing the research. I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to sell you something that I know that I'm just made up and I know you're going to buy it. No, I want to make sure that it works. It might not work for everybody, but I want to make sure it works, and I know that it works. So So I did this product. I tested it on Pooh for a year. I mean, her hair did a complete turnaround. Her edges were growing back in. Her hair was holding moisture, and it was shiny. It went from dull to shiny, and but we had a couple of setbacks in there because, as I said, she was not here with me fully, so I didn't have full hair. I didn't have full control of her hair, but I noticed that the butter was working extremely well in her hair. So then I started using that on Chunk as well, and it worked on her hair. But like I stated, if a kid doesn't live with me or with anyone, you don't have full control over what other people do to their hair. Same as if you went to a hair salon and they do your hair, but you do something different at home. So I don't have full control over what other people do to their kids' hair because they're gonna do whatever they do. So I was like, okay, but I do have full control over Chunk's hair, but she still is not here 24/7. So I needed to come up with a product or a butter that, because I mainly do butters. I'm working on other stuff, but I mainly do butters because that's what I like doing right now. So I was like, okay, I need a butter that will last longer than my white chocolate and that has a hold like my yellow butter, because you can use yellow on your hair without even using gel. Well, both of my product butters I can use without using gel, but I just love that yellow has a more hold than white chocolate, because white chocolate is more moisturizing, more not moisturizing, but more uh it's more rich, if that makes sense, and so it has more moisture tendency to it. So I thought, okay, I make I decided to do yellow and white together, like mix them together. But I was like, this is missing something. So I did more research on more oils, and I also did more research on some other things that I put in other butters, and it came out amazing. I use amazing a lot, but it came out amazing for Chunk's hair, and her hair started holding moisture. And y'all know that she put her edges. Um, it was helping her edges grow in, but she kept pulling them out. So that's when I started using wild growth oil to help as well. But that caused issues too. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go check that out, and you'll see what happened with the wild growth oil. So but yeah, I haven't released that. That one's called my ultimate butter, and I say it's ultimate because it has ultimate butters in it. It's amazingly ultimate. So I'm not selling that right now. Like I said, I don't just put products out there. I like to test them. I like to make sure they work and they do what they do. Just because I know people will buy it, I'm not going to do that. I need to know that it 100% works, even though it may not work for everyone. Because a product is not always going to work for everyone, but I want to make sure that it works for the majority. And so I think I'm going to release that one in 2020. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I like to test it. So yeah, that's how I decide use which butters on which girls. Now I use yellow on Boo's hair because Boo has very, very thick hair, and her hair holds moisture, so there's no need for me to use white chocolate on her hair. She doesn't need those extra oils in her hair because they also, I noticed that her mom and them, they use grease on her hair. Like if I don't do Boo's hair, they do her hair. So I'm 100% sure that they use grease on her hair. So when she comes to me, I use yellow and then they use grease. And then for Mimi, she has always used yellow. She has been using yellow since she was 1 month old, and her hair is amazingly long. Okay, that girl got a lot of hair. But y'all know growth is genetically, but to retain that growth, you need products. Okay, you need a great product to help keep your hair moisturized and so you can retain the length. Now, not everyone needs a butter, okay? So you may need to find something different that works for your hair. Some grease may work for you. I mean, you never know. Grease may work for your child or your hair. So try grease. But sometimes you just need a leave-in. You don't need a butter or grease or anything at all. You just need to figure out what works for your hair and to get your child and your hair to grow in the way that you want it to grow. I hope this information helped y'all. If y'all have any more questions, please leave them down below. I know my channel is not how it used to be. I don't post like I used to, but I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. A lot of life events happen, and life just happened, and you just can't do what you used to do how you used to do it. So, but I really appreciate the ones who have stuck around, who still watch my videos. I truly appreciate it, and so do the girls. So if you have any comments or anything, just leave them down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
You deserve it. Try it to take a chance. Say it's worth it. You deserve to do your thing. You deserve it. I believe in you. 'Cause if you deserve it, ain't nothing can stop your flight. Ain't nothing can stop your flight. Your flight. You deserve to fly, sky high, fly, sky high, fly, sky high, 'cause you deserve to. And I know, not many dare to tell you the truth, but you deserve the best. You deserve it. You deserve to be the best. I know you're worth it. You deserve to love yourself. I believe in you. And I know you suffer from all the pictures in your head. But you deserve to make a change. You deserve to fly, sky high, fly, sky high, fly, sky high, 'cause you deserve to. And I know, not many dare to tell you the truth, but you deserve the best. Look into my eyes and feel sky, sky high. Look into my eyes and feel sky, sky high. You know you do. You know you do. You deserve to fly, sky high, fly, sky high, fly, sky high, 'cause you deserve to. And I know, not many dare to tell you the truth, but you deserve the